Hello and welcome to the Cobalt Cafe, where we play in Upsilon Transcending in GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke, the GM, and we've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Eproth, and I play Lucius 2D Lockhart, your lost in another dimension detective.
Lad, we've got Terra.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Lily, who's about to be teleport.
We've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I play this Oberlin, your friendly neighborhood time travel man.
That's the one.
Except you only kind of semi-accidentally time travels.
Yeah. It's not like his whole thing. But it also kind of is. We've got James.
Hey, I am James. I play Sigrid, the Berserker, who's currently in a skate rink with a bunch of people.
Yeah, Owen. And we've got Lee.
Hi, I play Audrey/Violet, and she's having mixed emotions about this whole, revolution thing.
Mixed emotions. That's
Or-
traitor speak.
Conflicts of interest?
All
I think
right.
the latter one's more accurate.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Cool. So, yeah, things ain't looking good. Things have been building up for a while with this girl called Noura, leader of a air quotes gang called the Kitties. Yeah, she's been kind of antagonizing, poking, and oh yeah, you kidnapped her main brain watcher, I want to call her.
Yeah.
Seems she mainly works for Noura through coercion alone. And you've had Audrey take her away to Norway to try and deprogram Noura's traps. Noura seems to have cottoned on that you've robbed a main brain guy, and she is not happy. She's activated the island's emergency broadcast system and mind-controlled a good portion of the population. She's
Not before trying to get us, though.
Oh,
with,
yeah,
with some of our other members who we proceeded to beat the crap out of and throw into prison.
I seem to recall all three of those attackers at the roller rink getting thrown into cells, right?
Yep.
Cool. And they had Lucius's girlfriend. You rescued her, kinda. She got hurt a bit, but not dead and in very good hands. Although those hands are now being hunted. Yeah, our back catches us up.
The witch?
The witch. You've got the witch handcuffed, Lucius. You're in her dimension, which is like being on the inside of a sphere. Except it's also outdoors. It's all very magic. A swampy witch's garden with a Hagrid's hut style dilapidated shack.
So it looks like a snow globe, but a swamp?
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure the witch just let you... No, she didn't let you handcuff her. But once you had, she kind of went, you know what, fine. There you go, well done. And yeah, there we go. Caught up. Lucius is in some kind of witch's zone. Lily and Violet are on Fairy Island, away from emergency broadcasts. And
Although we still had to get mental block because I had a bunch of owls that heard it.
A bunch of owls heard it.
I think Violet and I are sticking together today.
And Matthias and Sigrid are at the roller rink. I brought these.
After a somewhat shocking fight where Matthias was the guy going for the killing blows and Sigrid was saving everybody.
Yeah. Sigrid pulling her punches to not kill, and Matthias just, nah, pal. Bashing
Not
skulls.
just not just pulling
That's the
punches,
only
but
thing
like,
you can do against a tank.
It was
oh
a
yeah.
tank.
No, I'm not saying you made the wrong choice. It's just the switch is somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, it were a good flip. There are a few of Sigrid's soldiers here. They got pretty beat up, but I think the worst of them have just been bled on also.
Yep, Sigurd's been healing.
Sigrid
So-
bleeding heals.
Over the mind link, Violet is going to say, people are going to be confused for a little bit, but if we want to act, we need to do it right now.
Lily starts receiving
right.
text messages.
Just being like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Yep, like 5 university acquaintances, a couple of people you know from Horizon. Cheese Girl is currently trying to ring you.
I'll pick up for Cheese Girl.
Hey Lily, like, where are you? What's going on?
Oh, I am at here, a bar across town.
I'll take it. She's like, okay, you staying long?
I was planning to.
Be there soon. See you soon, Lily.
Bye.
You could hear like
Have an owl keep an eye
wind
out.
rushing.
I will keep an eye out to see if she's trying to murder me.
It looks like she might be. She's not hard to find. She is currently cheese surfing away from.
We're gonna.
Go on.
Where's she going from?
From her apartment, sort of west in the direction of the bar you mentioned.
Okay. I will also start proceeding to tell other people texting back while I start focusing on bamfing to my mom's place. Just other random locations where I'm at.
Okay.
How many people can you carry at a time?
1.
And teleport.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
Like if you had them
I
all
can
in a
carry a
big net,
bunch.
yeah, I bet you could carry like a few people.
But I'm going to start ferrying people over, starting with Laura, as quickly as possible. To the hospital in the NAC headquarters.
Okay.
Because also, all the NAC people were told not to listen to any what do you call it, emergency broadcasts.
I'll allow that. So straight back to Dunning Tower.
Yeah, and just ferry as quick as possible. You want some warp rolls? I can give it to you.
Just give me one warp for now.
Okay.
Up to 5 kilometer range.
It's a 3.5, but I'm well in it.
I'll take it.
And I'll give a couple seconds focus. A few seconds focus with it. Okay.
Okay. You make it to Dunning Tower kind of just in time for an explosion in the street outside below. Not a massive one, but still loud enough to rattle all the windows in the tower. Smoke quickly starts rising out window you can see.
You guys should probably go.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell, Mom! Oma!
Mila kind of screams And Ray's like, Lily? What's going
People
on?
trying to kill you. We're moving. Get your just come here. Get Laura.
Mila's like, she's not going anywhere. Got her laid in a bed.
I'm gonna like put my hands on her. She's going to the other hospital. Come on. I'm gonna warp her first to the other hospital.
All right. I don't need rolls. By the time you get
People are-
back, Mila's already got a few suitcases ready.
People are coming here to kill you guys. You should probably move.
Koi. So have you taken Violet to...
I mean, the first time, yes, for protection.
The
And then
round room.
everyone's getting there.
There's some people here who aren't here.
So the hospital level.
And there's people who aren't here that should be, but that's less important.
Is Team Roller Rink coming as well?
Well,
Is someone
was
appearing out of the air and grabbing us?
it was just politicians and the Dunnings that were told to get murdered, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Kill all politicians. Kill Lily, Mila, Lily Dunning and her mothers.
And yeah, I mean, I'll call you guys.
I mean, we're in mental contact.
Oh, mental contact. Do you guys want to ride, or are you protecting the people in the in the roller ring?
I stay with the roller rink.
Where is likely to be attacked?
Dunning Medical. And I'd rather not my childhood home get blown up. If you guys could stop it.
Also here.
No one knows where here is.
Are you sure? She had access to people's memories.
Okay. She might know. I'm gonna move a mirror.
Koi.
Also, frankly, every politician on the island.
Yep.
Oh yeah, shit.
Like, If we're just going to be camping here, I don't want to be here. I want to be out there trying to save anyone that's not already dead.
Okay. I'll get you over there. Why don't you take the mirror? I'll move it out, and then we'll I'll
Sure,
start.
thank you.
getting
Chosen
politicians.
Manor?
Yeah, show's on. We'll start with him.
I'll perhaps
Great.
head out and look for anyone who might be obeying these orders with powerful weapons.
Remember, these are civvies and stuff. We gotta make sure we just knock them out. Sleepy time.
It's not just civvies that heard that.
Well, we gotta get sleepy time, not killy time.
And Magius will make his way over to the Dark District to try and see if he can find anyone with weapons of mass destruction.
Make your way over to where, sorry?
The docks.
The docks.
He knows there are some people with plans who like to hang out there.
Yeah, I think I know the people you mean. You've already been messaged by him. Probably on the way over. Are you in? It says. Are you in on this? We've got some gear.
Magius will say, "Of course."
Awesome.
Where?
The gear place. It's near the church. Aye. Uh-huh. You know where it is. Easy enough to get to.
Were you still in contact during that?
In contact with,
Mentally.
unless it cut out for some reason.
I think you can force it off if you want to, but
Yeah, she makes no effort to force it, so and any degree of will on your part will make it so she doesn't eavesdrop.
He won't have hid that.
All right, then she'll comment, if you go into the church, I'll lose contact with you. Be careful.
All right, thanks.
Audrey's a vampire.
Red,
Yeah.
how many sleepy times do you have?
She looks down, starts kind of going through her bandolier, and give me a second. She has got on her person. I have 12, and Fen have another 24.
All right, guys, I think we might need to get some superheroes unconscious, or some metas unconscious. They're gonna be the major problem. Red, do you think you can take care of that?
I do what I can. As she like looks over at her small army of students and winces.
Jane tightens her shield slightly.
I'm sorry.
Jane tightens her shield slightly. Jane being your nerd leader.
Ah, yes.
Nerd leader 1.
Nerd leader 1.
Do you think you could start with my girlfriend?
I think we do what we can.
I'll text the address.
Yeah, Sigrid. Okay, so Sigrid is actually gonna look at like all the students. And she says to them all, all right, we have been training, and some of you had a real fight last week with vampires. What is happening now is the real thing. You have 2 choices now, and I fully respect everybody's choice. Option number 1, you get to safety. You go hide. You have been spared this current horror of what is happening. And if you do choose that, I respect it. I do. Option number 2, you come with me. And what we're about to do will be dangerous. And I think at that, yeah, she just starts going over her gear, and we meet at back door in 5 minutes and move out. Anyone who is not there, I will not judge you at all. And then, yeah, she'll head to the back door. Start getting ready to move out.
They'll follow you immediately.
All of them?
Yep, all 10.
All 10.
We're
All
ready,
right.
boss.
Remember your training. We move fast. Engage no one. We have purpose. we not going to fight whole island. So right now, step one, we need to get more superheroes on our team as well. We need to grow our strength. Step one, we get Cheese Girl. I think she'd be asset. Before we go, who here meta? Who here have powers, and what are they?
None of us, Sigrid, says Jane.
None of you. Okay. Let's do this.
And you were told Cheese Girl is dangerous right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
For politicians and Dunnings.
Everybody's dangerous right now, so yeah.
And anyone tried to stop them from getting at
Yeah,
them.
getting in the way is probably a bad idea.
But I think it's time to get a shows on.
Okay, that's Violet and Lily's next plan.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's Violet's.
Lucius is not on mental contact anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Violet saw him go through the hole.
You all, yeah, Violet
Yeah.
especially though. You saw him go through the hole. You were on the other
I
side
mean-
with him briefly, some people?
No. Not in the magic hole.
Violet chased him through the portal to the island, but not through the second portal.
Ah, right.
So I think what it comes down to is we're all concerned about him, but he is a big boy superhero, and we have other things that are way more pressing at the moment.
Cool.
There's a large pile of problems.
All
Pretty
right.
much.
Lily, give me an observation, please.
All right. And we should probably do this in phases instead of bouncing around, because that'll just
Yeah.
be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Hey Luke, before we get too much further, I did PM you something.
Reading now.
Not like super pressing, but
Yeah, I'm happy for you to do that.
okay, cool.
Observation, there it is.
And when you
All
have,
right.
feel free to roll it as well for me.
Hey!
Oh wow, look at that. So people are leaping and or being pushed from Parliament Tower right now.
Shit. All right, I'm going to warp there and say, you get shows on! At Violet.
Where are we when you say that?
Medical.
Take me with you.
I'm going to be flying!
Good. Great.
Okay, well, I'll grab her and bam to the edge of a building, and I'm going to start trying to catch people.
Mini game starts. Lily trying to catch people.
Pretty much.
I don't even know what I want from you.
Aerobatics?
Yeah, aerobatics. Have you got a power talent? Add it.
Okay, I do. So this is +2. Right? +2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Fuck me!
Oh, nice. It's perfect. You see Marcella Vitalis die.
Oh, fuck me.
She's the first one you got to save. You do manage to catch a few people.
On a critical?
Even on the critical fail, there are so many people dropping here. Like, it's madness. Entire
Does
staffs.
Audrey get to do anything? 'Cause she's like hanging on to me. Her kung
She's
fu
going to try to
magic?
jump off from you and go for the building itself. You're busy.
Okay.
I think Audrey's
But-
got all sorts of fancy shit up her sleeves.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident she can make it if you made it close.
You know what? I'm gonna try something. We got given these points last session. I'm gonna try to go back 5 seconds in time. Because she has been, like, ever since the
Oh.
teleport.
You're gonna go after her. Nice.
So, and I'm going to spend some action points on this. It's +2 for every action point spent, right?
Depends. Let me check again. It's in a handout. Action point usage.
It's also pinned.
+2 to any non-combat roll.
Okay, and you can only spend one of them?
You can only spend one of them.
Okay. I'll spend one to make this a 14. Hey, but it doesn't work at all.
No. Although it kind of does.
How does it not work at all?
Lily does not travel back in time.
Uh,
Yet. But another Lily seems to have appeared. Wow. I weren't quite ready for it so soon, I don't think.
so, what is the other Lily doing?
Like, what the shit? She's right here. She kind of appeared just a couple of meters away from First Lily, looking at her.
What the shit?
And then she looks around. She says, fuck! Wait. Is this... Did you just try and go back in time? She's pointing at you. Like Spider-Man.
Catch the people! Catch the people!
What time is it? No shit, we're on the wrong side. Get to the other side of the building. And she
I'll follow
she
her
disappears. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Roll aerobatics again, please.
Hopefully it's not another 17.
I'm gonna make a roll as well, because I don't actually get to do it without rolling.
Motherfucker.
Failure by 1, good
DX.
enough.
DX is not my strong suit.
You make it round there just in time to see yourself catching someone and disappearing before someone else goes like right past you, reaching their arm out, and you manage to connect.
Yeah. I think
Violet,
this is what we're doing outside.
are you leaping for Parliament Tower?
Yeah, she was going for one of those open windows.
There are a few of them. Some with people cheering, looking out below.
Yeah, they're gonna feel bad about that tomorrow. Maybe. But yeah, Lily's very busy. She's gonna find her own ride.
Okay. While you're doing this, Lily, you're with that success on the observation you got, you're definitely going to start noticing something is killing owls.
Like, just they're
dropping off radar, dying. They are afraid of something.
I'm gonna give in all bulletins. Airborne! Airborne! Airborne!
And the ones that were watching the nests, air quote, the places where Noura might go to sleep. That big abandoned blocks area where you spotted those 3 guys guarding. All the owls have died down there. And
Alright, yeah. Everyone else is told airborne.
they all take off. Okay.
I'd also relay the information that I think I know where Noura's at. Give the spot. And I'm going to be playing catch while other people will play.
Alright, Matthias. As you get above ground, things are a little bit eerie. Kind of quiet, not many people out on the streets. But then you see a tram that's like full of people. Yes to the DM.
Okay. Tram full of people, presumably heading off somewhere to try and attack someone. If the tram line were damaged, would the tram just stop itself?
Yes, it ought to.
Okay. Matches will just grab something and go do some
Some light
Anarchy.
sabotage.
Purely as a world building exercise, he will commit anarchism.
Cool.
I could give you an acrobatics and yeah, acrobatics I feel would be the best one for that, right?
Yeah. Just get it into good places. I know you're strong enough. I know you can use weapons. Grab yourself a big old piece of bar and bash at a signal box or something. Danger. Unsafe tram operating conditions. Tram shutting down. Oh god, my hand. I really messed up my hand bowling. When video games give you pain, bowling not great. Okay.
Yeah, it uses muscles you're not used to.
It does indeed. I must have had some really terrible form as well, because I've proper pulled one of my arse cheeks. Got some right glute strain.
But just the one.
Just the one, yeah, just the left one. Like no strain whatsoever in the right one. That can't be correct. Okay. Matthias gets to sabotaging some tram tracks. Sigrid.
Yeah, he's
go
gonna
on, Matt.
anarchy the train tracks. And is he able to make it to the meeting place in time?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Or
get
is
there.
that a next scene thing?
That's a next scene thing, but you will get there sort of just in time. It feels, after sabotaging as many tram tracks as you can on the way over. You do see groups of people forming up as well, mostly heading west to Parliament area. But you do spot a few heading east, might be going for Dunning Tower.
That place will be well protected.
Dunning Tower. Oh.
Yep.
And Sigrid, what were your destination?
Well, I think it was Cheese Girl.
The bar where I sent Cheese Girl to, nearby
Right.
the rollering.
Royo, yeah.
But I mean, obviously, like we're not gonna stop and get into like a big knockdown drag out fight, but like
No.
on the way we will like help whoever we can.
Over this area, it is deserted. Like, as you get out, it's an above ground bar that Lily directed Cheese Girl to, that is
Okay.
on this west coast opposite a marina.
Okay.
And like as you get outside, it is just dead quiet on the street. It is eerie. You have never seen so few people on this street.
Okay. Well, Sigrid will turn to everybody and tell them, spread out, take cover. Small groups, be ready with shield wall. I go into bar.
They nod. Not outside the bar, dead quiet. Sorry, like just where you come up above ground from the roller rink. It's dead quiet.
Oh, okay. I thought I was at the bar.
As you
Yeah.
approach it, you do start to hear noise of the groaning of heavy cheese construction.
Okay. Then in that case, yeah, same thing. Like, get everybody kind of, maybe like 3 different groups, 2 3s and a 4.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Fen and I'll go sneaky way up to the bar. Like, see if we can see her before she sees us.
Mm-hmm. There's the greasy snail trail of a cheese wave that's been surfed.
Okay.
That like skates its way across the pavement and then through a smashed bar window.
Okay.
You see a couple of people like lying down, looking pretty injured. Not dead, still alive, but just broken legs.
Okay. And
Yeah, you hear an occasional crash from inside that bar, and then like maybe a bunch of tables get thrown out by a big cheese arm.
okay. Yeah, see if I can't, get up there and actually spot her.
Yeah, you do. You make it up to the entrance to the bar, and then you see Cheese Girl stood inside behind the bar. She stands up and like whips around, and she just calls out, "Lily, where are you?" She pulls the phone out, starts texting on it.
Okay, so as she's texting, take like a maximum aim maneuver and just pop her in the face with a sleepy time.
Go on then. And you've got within 20 yards of her.
20?
Yeah.
Alright. So we got 20 maximum aim minus a total of... This is actually a total plus 2. Which one is the sleepy time? The one without any damage. Okay. Pop right in the face.
Like, Ed snaps back. I'm sure there's some nominal damage. What from being hit by Summit?
I'm sure it's like getting hit in the face with a paintball, like
Yeah, not pleasant, but hardly gonna
bleeding,
kill you.
but not lethal.
And yeah, cheese spikes appear from the wall behind her. A bit of her shield goes up, and she calls out like, "Who the fuck?" Then she slumps over the bar.
And then yeah, think out into the ether. Cheese girl, not threat.
Great job.
Cover! As you hear, just cover!
I not have cuffs. Maybe just go like find a bunch of power cords. Just like tie her up real thoroughly to like. Is this one of those bars where they bolt the bar stool down?
Maybe, yeah. There is a row of bolted bar stools.
Okay, yeah, then just tie her up to
Rip a bunch of copper pipe out of walls and bend it around her.
Oh yeah, actually that's way better. and doesn't require a skill roll that I don't have. Yeah, that's what Sigurd does for the next couple minutes.
Maybe just give me a DX check.
Don't make it too tight.
Okay, yeah. You've made it pretty tight. Maybe too tight, but you'd rather it be too tight than not tight enough.
Yeah. And, I mean, at this point, she's going to be out for like 8 hours unless somebody comes and wakes her up, which, feeling like that's not super likely.
Yeah, it's dead quiet outside. One of the people that's in the bar with broken legs on the floor groaning, and he goes, "Oh, Sigurd! Sigurd! Awesome!"
Yes. How you feel about Dunnings right now?
We gotta kill him. You know Lily Dunning, right?
All right, how many people are in the bar, like, wounded?
3.
3? Yeah, group them all together. Like, kind of drag them over together, and then, yeah, just pop a sleepy time.
You're gonna heal us, right, Sigurd? And then we're gonna go get glory.
Absolutely, and then, yeah, sleepy time them, and then heal them.
Radical. Lucius.
Yep.
The
Yep.
witch says, "So, what do you want to do?"
Does she look like she has a whole control of the situation? Like, this is her house. We're not gonna get out of here until she wants to get out of here, right?
That does seem to be the impression you get. She seems mildly annoyed that she's handcuffed more than anything else.
She still can't do anything with the cuffs, right? They're the meta power taken away, or can she still do stuff?
Yep, they're
because
dampeners.
magic.
They are meta power dampeners, yes.
Okay.
And we have had confirmation that those ones do affect magic to some degree.
Also,
I
yes.
think.
So I guess he's gonna say, "Well, it seems like we're at an impasse. Do you want to get some coffee or tea and talk it out? I really would like to get out right now, but don't think you're gonna cooperate."
Tea sounds good. Let's go inside. She starts walking. Yeah.
Yep, he'll go with her as he'll try to talk to her, use psychology to see if she is controlled by Nora or if she's helping her by her own will.
Hey,
Unlike
this is
the
the
other
first time a psychology roll really makes sense.
If the control's good enough, it ought to not make a difference, though.
Well, but that's why you use psychology. She definitely believes that she's acting independently, but the psychology is to see if she's playing mind tricks on herself.
I made it on the nose. Might need to keep talking to her for a bit if
Mm.
you want to go back to the rest of the group.
She opens up happily. She says, do you want to take these handcuffs off me or make the tea yourself? A sickly chicken, like, pecks at your boot as you walk up the steps to the hut.
I'll pet the chicken and do the tea for her, as he is still not convinced that she is not controlled by Nura. Don't worry, I'll do it. Do you mind if I smoke? This might be the last one I take if everything goes to hell. You smoke? He offers her a cigarette. The ones that same type as Morrison, but it's like a brand new pack, unopened.
She picks a pipe up off her table and puts that in her mouth and offers for you to light it for her.
He'll light it and he'll try to continue talking to her and see if he can figure out if she is control or if he can actually do something about it.
Alrighty. I'll let you talk for a bit in the background. Matthias.
Okay, so Matthias will make his way to his buddies.
Do you want to move on foot the whole way? Or did you want to try and catch an on-sabotage tram and then quickly sabotage it?
Where's the rink?
The rink is here. And the location you've been given is over this way. About 5 kilometers away in a straight line.
They're meeting a little distance away from that district. I'm just noticing a something I overlooked in my sheet, I think.
Oh.
Just quickly checking the skill. Yeah, could I spend a couple points on running?
Yeah. Feel free.
It hasn't come up because we always get teleported places.
It often is that you are teleported places, yes. Consider surf.
Ooh, actually. How about stealing a motorboat?
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty super easy. You're only a couple of blocks away from water.
Awesome.
Andre, how do I use a motorboat?
Look through Matthias's eyes and he's just like stood on some dinghy.
I'll talk you through how to turn it on. It's hard to. They're hard to crash once you're out in the water.
Actually, no. Wait. How did Matthias get to the roller rink?
I believe you were all teleported there. I don't think you drove there.
Okay, but his car would be close
Probably not miles
because
away.
he's near his own place now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nearer. Yeah, it's not too far. He will run to get his car.
Alright. Koi. Bit knackered when you get there. Sweating. Breathing a bit hard.
How much FP?
Lose me 3 FP.
Okay.
Pace badly. I forgot what time we were on when this all kicked off. I think it was late or mid-afternoon. You'd all gone for a meal, right?
I'm pretty sure it was like it was late night for Norway, and it was midday for us, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we did an all nighter, I think, or a quasi all nighter.
Yeah.
I mean, this has all been happening fast. Like this all happened within hours of each other. Like,
was it just this morning that the people tried to mind control you?
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this has all kicked off in a day, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Like I'm down to like 4 FP in total
Sick.
after
Things
that.
escalated rapidly.
Okay. Well, you'll get to your car. You'll take it swiftly over to the place where they're meeting.
And head on in.
Aye, there's one fella guarding the gar, openly carrying some kind of submachine gun. Nods at you. Matthias, you're not too late. Get in there. And there are 10 people lined up in helm suits when you get in there.
The stolen. Yeah.
Aye.
Ooh, yikes.
It's a pretty big warehouse area that they must own. It must be a fisheries warehouse, you reckon? Because there's, like, signs of temperature control units and things like that. A fishy smell in the air.
Does Matthias suddenly feel a bit weaker when he walks in?
No.
Is your weakness
As though they
pitch?
had some sort of. Okay, no, they don't.
No, they do not. It seems, at least at first. Someone pats you on shoulder as you walk in. Someone's currently in middle of going over a plan. They've got an overhead projector set up, and they're showing street maps of Parliament Square. We've got a picture of Parliament. Very tall building. There are, and then flanked by a pair of other also very tall buildings.
Alright, so what's their plan?
Their plan is to get in and wreak havoc. They're not sure what kind of defenses they've got or what kind of resistance they're going to face in there. So the guys in the helm suits are going to go in and try and gather some intel before the rest of us can move in. It seems like there's about 60 people in here.
It's like a full armed insurrection sort of deal with the others?
There are like crates of weapons. You can see someone's got big pile of body armors. He's going through them.
What types of weapons, as in like manufacturer?
Who
are they in contact with? Okay.
Looks like Soviet
AKs.
surplus AK-47s, Dragonovs, lots of hammers and sickles on things.
I just will go find one of the guys. Hey, what should I do?
Oh, nice. You can join up with our squad if you want. Gestures around at a couple of people. You know how to use a gun?
Some types.
He shows you an AK. These dead easy.
Can I give you an IQ based with or can I just give you a flat out IQ based guns roll?
Sure.
So that's an effective +1. And you'll see why I'm just giving you the roll and letting you see what you want to do with it.
Yeah, okay. So, you look it over.
Do you have any long arms?
There's this. He pulls a towel off something. What do you reckon you could do with that? And it's like a World War I anti-tank rifle or something.
Of course it is. More than with that other gun.
Nice. It's heavy. But these are the bullets. And he holds up like a bullet as big as his hand. So we've been quite excited to use it. Be nice to try it out on reflection, or maybe the Sigrid, if we spot her.
Oh, so they're not even mind controlled. They just want to kill people. Love it.
I mean, they're also mind controlled, but like it didn't change their agenda.
No.
It just pushed their plans up.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at my at what falls under rifle and what falls under musket,
Mm.
and I'm questioning having taken musket in the first place.
I think TL6 rifles are muskets.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very the operation of a musket is actually very different than a modern rifle.
Oh, actually, I shouldn't
Sure.
have taken musket. Musket only goes up to TL5.
Don't worry about it. If it should have always been rifle.
There we go.
Cool.
So I have the skill for this weapon, just not the familiarity.
Very nice.
Yeah, muskets are a smoothbore, so they work because the ball is slightly smaller than the
Muscle?
barrel. Modern rounds are more aerodynamic, and the firing or the barrel of them are
Rifled.
rifled. I was about to say fluted, but that's totally different. And that's
Fluted
they're
like
just
a champagne glass.
they're actually slightly bigger than the barrel, and they dig in and spin.
Bite. Engage the rifling.
I think rifling might technically be fluting.
No, fluting is in the chamber. You get a little extra power by letting the cartridge expand, and it just allows for a little extra gas expansion behind the bullet, so you get a higher muzzle velocity.
Fair.
Gun nerdery.
So who's up?
I think we can move on from Matthias. They're planning on moving out the helm suits in about 30 minutes, they say. They're running final checks on them. They have got more, but they've not got the power sources for them. They hoped to have 24 helm suits before they did anything like this. But we're not going to get a better opportunity than this, and we've got to go now. We're not having no government no more, and yeah, it's kind of culminating in, there's going to be no such thing as a border. There's going to be no such thing as a government anymore. And there's going to be no such thing as a free economic bullshit zone. They kind of cheer at that.
Honestly, they're kind of not discouraging Matthias.
Speaking your language right now.
Genau.
Red, the blood of angry fishermen.
There's a lot of sympathy for their particular cause in this group.
Violet, you leapt in a window of Parliament Tower. Like
Yes.
a badass. There are 2 lilies outside right now trying to catch people. And also, lilies, you will notice that some of the people that you catch get swarmed by people on the street and kicked to death.
Oh no, we're not dropping them after we catch them.
Okay, that's a fair point, yeah. Good plan.
It's probably catch, bamf, back, catch as many people as you can. A lot of people are gonna die.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to die. Discord
I think-
nonsense.
I think what's happening is they're getting dropped off because they might want to kill each other. Yeah, at random spots in on Fairy Island.
Right, supposed to Fairy Island, oh god. Cool, yeah.
Oh man, it's like one of those books.
so they don't try to kill each other is what it comes down to, because if they heard it, they'll try to kill each other too.
They have been trying to kill themselves somewhat as well. Most of them.
I mean, it's harder to do. Oh god. Either that or they all get dumped in a pile in the sleepy time cell.
I've heard worse ideas.
I think that's actually what happens after the first one
I-
tries to bang their head against a rock.
Yeah,
Actually, right now I haven't heard many better.
So they get tossed in sleepy time, tossed in sleepy time. There's just going to be a pile of them, or not even just like tossed in. Yeah, there's going to be a cell with just a bunch of passed out people.
politicians written on the door.
Yeah, exactly.
One of her moms is a doctor. They can deal with the medications.
Uh-huh. Oh god, these politicians have got a huge tolerance for medication.
But yes, probably
Never
what'll happen.
flagged that one.
I bet you dollars to donuts. I pop in every couple seconds. One of us is like, "Mom, mom, mom, mom," and then when she finally gets there, we pop in and out, maybe once or twice at the same time, and just letting her know what's going on.
She's flustered, to say the least, I think. Mila's day's gone from shite to rate bad. But she's on it. She's not malpracticing yet.
But yes, totally do. Violet.
Violet.
So Violet is heading through the building. Her plan is to catch the elevator down if they're still functioning properly, and find a motorcycle, possibly a police motorcycle, given where we are.
Yes, this is possible. Not just a police motorcycle, but a police jet cycle.
Sweet.
This thing flies. Can take 1+1 passenger. And
Awesome.
move fast. I'm sure it's in basic. Some kind of TL9 air car stats.
Mm-hmm. As she heads to the building, she will intercede with politicians that are being sort of hunted or chased, but she's kind of assuming that, like, that's kind of resolved itself largely.
It does seem to be
Like
quieting
I can't imagine it
down.
would take too long for it to, like, the ones that were going to be gotten were gotten, and the ones that
Yeah.
weren't are hiding somewhere.
Exactly. As you make your way through the building, that does indeed seem to be the case. It's quite quiet on most of the floors. On some of them, you can hear like distant banging against doors and things like that.
People going office to office hunting.
Yeah, pretty much. You come across like a group of interns or something with the ties tied around the foreheads, like fire extinguishers and scanners in hand, keyboards ready to bash. And they see you. And they're like, wait, who's that? Who's that? That's no one. They turn a corner and walk down a hallway.
Flicks him off and walks past. It's good not to be a politician.
One of them's dragging his keyboard against the wall as he walks, and he's just calling out, like, come out to play.
I'm genuinely curious whether or not this is going to reset when they sleep. She wonders out loud. Yeah, her plan is to get to the ground level and mobile so she can go after the girl. Nura.
The girl. You going for Nura.
I mean, that's the direction she's going towards. She kind of assumes she'll get distracted or interrupted before she gets there, but plan A is get on a bike and head to Nurus.
Alright, cool.
Along the way, though, because travel time is telepathic time, I sent a whisper to you earlier.
Let me check it. I think I've read them all, but then forgotten them all as well.
Her surf buddy. She's checking out with her surf buddy.
Surf buddy. Oh yeah, I see your mental shenanigans. I'm not sure I know who you're referring to. There's too many options.
I'll send you a message.
Thank you.
Also, at the same time, you might notice that there is a secondary mind link.
This is true, probably. Ah, yes. They are fine. This is something. Be careful.
Sure. And yes, you guys are aware that she actually has two minds that are working right now. One of them is interacting with you guys. The other one does appear to be doing things also, but it's not a part of the actual telepathic connection.
Mm-hmm. The lilies are mind linked.
Oh, that's cool. That is extremely cool, and on any other day, she would pause and spend a few minutes studying that.
The other Lily also is doing a much better job at saving people than present Lily. She's got
Weird.
more than 3/4 of the politicians that have been jumping or pushed. And yeah, I think it was present Lily took one to Fairy Island, and then future Lily went and brought her and said, "No, gotta put him in a cell and put him to sleep." All right, how about a quick 5-minute break, seeing as I've run out of coffee?
I think that's appropriate.
All right,
Sure.
We'll be right back.
That is permissible.
We are back. So, shit's going down on the island. Most of the citizens' population seem to have been mind controlled to kill themselves if they're a politician, to kill a politician if they're not a politician, and also to kill Lily Dunning and her two mothers once the politicians have been dealt with, was the original instruction. Lily's owls are popping off the radar, starting in the places where you suspect Nura to be going to sleep. Another Lily has appeared. There are two of them right now. You've not had time to question it. They're currently catching jumpers and pushed people, dropping out of Parliament Tower. That's coming to an end about now. Matthias has been called up by his revolutionary friends, who are seizing this opportunity to go really unga-bunga and cause some shit. Sigrid has sleepy-timed Lily's girlfriend, who was currently looking for Lily, presumably to bash her head in. And Lucius is preparing tea. Have you got housekeeping, or...?
No, but I'm not sure if I have mostly done this for Laura before.
I think that's a note non-skill unless you're trying to do it like professionally or like super nice or something. It's
You're
just
boiling water.
Give me an IQ check. This is a strange kitchen. She's like, you've got a row or about 10 jars to choose from.
Housekeeping, sorry. Did I say housekeeping? Yeah.
I'm
housekeeping.
skeptical of the Americans convincing the Brit that tea is a non-skill.
I consider it a non-skill, but I will admit there are a lot of people who just can't make one for some reason. It doesn't make no sense.
Mhm.
I don't get it. It's like 3 ingredients, pal. What are you doing wrong?
Lucius would have succeeded
A housekeeping
as well with that.
Yep. So she says, no, not the deadly nightshade. No, not the monk's hood. Or the foxglove. Yes, that's black tea.
He nods and makes some tea.
Milk in mine, please. She points to a fridge. It's like a 1950s style fridge. The only part of the room that doesn't really fit in. It says lead lined on it.
Yeah, he'll definitely make the tea. And while he's doing that, he's gonna say, "Well, this is really a lovely place. I actually wanted something like this when I was younger. Uh, why are you doing this for Nora if you already have such a lovely swamp globe?" He's gonna refer to the whole sphere thing. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
You like went right for it. Nura is a powerful friend. I couldn't have all this if it wasn't for Nura.
Really? She doesn't look like the homie type, if I may say so.
She doesn't have any part of this. But it couldn't have come to be without things Nura helped me acquire. Ingredients, time, a place to practice, freedom.
Freedom. He's gonna poke more on that.
Freedom from the fear of any state, even nirvana. Freedom from any earthly fear.
I see. Uh, would you like to detect lies, psychology?
I'll take a detect lies and a psychology.
Got it. Detecting lies? Success by 5.
She's not telling the whole truth, that's for certain.
Psychology by 1.
Whatever she's keeping from you is important to whatever she believes, you think.
So I may need another round. Not sure if you want the tea to be done after a bit and go back to everybody else.
Alright. Where shall we head? Sigrid. You've sleepy timed cheese girl, tied her to a bar stool with a bunch of copper pipe. You
Done
hear
the
some
same.
you hear some commotion from just a block away, because you're like here right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, you hear smashing. Jane comes running up to you with the 3 people that were in her squad. She says, we were just scouting around the back, boss. The trams have stopped. People are smashing windows and climbing out of one.
I think it's best we go now. We head for Nura. End this. Before that, though, let's go to my shop.
They nod.
And yeah, we'll start making our way to Trent's place.
That is over this way. I might have gone too low there. Nope, that's pretty much perfect.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we could steal a car on the way there.
There's like there'll be,
Hi, Audrey. How do you steal a car?
idle vans.
That's harder to talk you through.
Okay, how about this? Go into the office of this bar and steal the bar's transport van.
Bar's probably not got its own transport van, but there are transport vans that you come across on the way that don't even need stealing because they've got the engines running.
Perfect. Do that.
Or, they turned on. So, I think I took a wrong turn at least once. Yeah, this is probably your best route to take. About 6 kilometers. It won't take you long. Violet, sorry. You have acquired jet bike.
She'll look up the skill that you need to drive that, because I should have done that last pass. Come back to me.
Alright.
It's in basic, you said?
Most likely. I also never
Right.
went to it. Aircraft table, I'm guessing. Air car. Somewhere between air car and grav bike. Sorry, I'm just considering some things.
Well, she's got the contragrav. She doesn't have the Vertal. But pilot skills default to each other. She'll take off and head that direction.
I would say just give it the air car stats, but with slightly better move.
Fair.
And slightly lower strength. Maybe boost handling by 1, but lower stability rating by 1 too.
I'm not super worried about it. I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure it wasn't using an obscure skill that I had no access to.
Let's just change all these stats. It's all the same, but quite different. So
yeah, but start heading that way, and
your goal was to head for Nura also.
it was, yes.
And there's 3 nest options. Lily can confirm that the owls have gone from all of them. The first place they disappeared from was that larger nest area that had the 3 mind-controlled metas who kidnapped Laura.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
But that's where Sigrid's heading to, right?
Sigrid is also heading for Nura, but again, not sure which of the 3 locations she's going to choose.
I figure we can coordinate.
You
Yeah,
can.
and then so Luke, I'm sorry, I actually wanted to ask. So Sigurd's had a lot of time in the past, few weeks while she's been doing this. Could she have, and I'm willing to spend some action points on this as well, could she have been putting together gear at least enough to better outfit these 10 people?
Yeah. For sure.
You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Because yeah, that's the reason for going to the shop.
What kind of gear?
Uh,
Modern
Probably
riot
at least-
shields,
yeah, modern riot shields and
helmets, armor.
ballistic armor. Probably some weapons that are of quality. Like, not
Mhm.
the, and I don't necessarily mean like super balanced and super fine and all that crap.
Just doesn't have cheap.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have cheap at the very least.
This is doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you'll get to the shop and start outfitting people.
Pretty much. Oh, maybe some sleepy time grenades.
Yeah, that's doable too.
Like maybe like enough that like a couple of people have them. Like
I've looked for them in the books and I've never been able to find them.
They're under the aerosols.
Yeah, it'll be an Ultratech aerosol grenade.
Okay.
Yep. Super easy. Just instead of being a projectile, it's
Well, good to know that for the future because Lily and grenades are best of friends, and I think I have a new toy.
Nice.
Everyone has sealed. Okay, Matthias is kind of winding up. And, alright, we know what we're doing.
Perhaps there's a better solution. I have stumbled across information lately that I was going to share at the next available time, but things were pushed forward.
You, Matthias, right?
Yeah,
What have you learned? You're just a student, aren't you?
I know some people who work with internships with technology corporations.
Oh shit. Well, what do you know?
Just checking that Matthias would know the likely location of some of the antimatter stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
the big stuff.
Yeah, for sure. At that surf headquarters place, they've got some fancy stuff there.
It would be a lot easier to do what we want to do if there were no metas.
No shit.
At surf headquarters, they have a cache of anti-meta technology.
Couple of them are nodding. You think you know how to get your hands on it?
It should be in the basement. That's right?
Yeah, probably. It's findable for sure. You've seen it. You've been there. You were there a couple of times.
Right.
There's like.
Actually, would it be basement or high up? I don't know what surf headquarters looks like.
Let me get to that map. I'll have a quick glance at that map. May as well show everyone.
Oh yeah, that looks basementy.
Yeah, so the prison cells have all got it included. You also know this place has got lots of very fancy anti-meta handcuffs, like much fancier than the ones that these guys can print. They also presumably have a cache of the injectable that is allegedly permanently meta-inhibitive.
Ooh, fuck. They have several technologies across the building. If we get our hands on that, we can prevent any counterattack.
The guy who's your friend, Dominic, you've drank with this guy a few times over the past months, and he helped build these helm suits, and he'll speak up and say, "Let me go with him in my suit. We could check it out. One squad, one suit, and we'll see what we can get. How about that, boss?" People seem in agreement.
And delay the other plans until you hear back from us, or if you don't hear back from us. We don't want to strike and then immediately be taken down.
Nodding. Alright, good. And then there's like someone on a radio in a corner. And he'll shout over like, "Things are starting to quiet down at Parliament. There's definitely a group holed up there somewhere. Stupid Lily Dunning's saved so many. Apparently there's 2 of her now." And then they're like, fuck, we gotta kill her too, but I wanna
First
know,
things first.
yeah, where those bastards are holed up inside. Alright, be as quick as you can. Stay in touch.
Matches
Move
will
out.
grab a radio.
Mm-hmm. They've got headsets. They'll gear you up. You get handed your ballistic vest, Kevlar helmet. Dominic climbs
Ooh, they
into
have
his helm
helmets.
suit. Jack boots. Gloves. Webbing. All that rad shit.
Do the sewers connect to surf headquarters?
The supers.
Sewers.
Sewers. I'm betting they do.
Because we were down there with Big D and all that.
Yeah, you were. There is another level to this map, but I always forget what it's named. And there it is. Metaforce HQ garage. Garage. Ooh, la di da. Car hole. And yes, indeed, in the basement is where the majority of the most powerful anti-meta equipment is. The stuff that powers the cell fields. Which is also what gas mask were trying to blow up when you first encountered Nura, when she mind-controlled Lucius.
As they get going, Magius will explain how they're gonna try to get there then.
Yeah, and sewer access to this bottom level is probably your best bet.
Yeah, I assume through further stairs here. But as soon as they exit the church,
Yeah.
Magius will go. Wait, is it Audrey or Violet who's there?
It's Violet.
Mhm.
Violet, can you hear me?
She can.
If he went into the church, it depends on whether or not the church is
Once
actually
he
holy
comes out.
ground.
Once he comes
Oh,
out.
yeah, sure. Yeah? Is that you? Yeah.
Is this currently private? Does Magius know? Or is this all of us at once?
This is all of us.
Okay. But Violet can see through their eyes if she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this? And then
Uh-huh.
Magius will whisper under his breath so that she will be able to tell when she looks. Can we talk privately?
Sure, she says in your mind. But you're pretty sure that one's private.
It's like in a different area of your mind that you hear it.
I need you to get to get the lower floors of Surf headquarters cleared. I managed to postpone the attack by redirecting them. There are
To surf?
10 helm suits here. And instead of attacking the Parliament right away, I convinced them to go to Surf.
I mean, I was on my way to Neura's, but... I mean, I guess it's on the way.
Are you able to break people out of this mind control?
Yeah, but only a few at a time.
There's someone who I think could be convinced to slightly change plans with me. And I also... This isn't what any of us expect going to Nirvana, right?
I mean, it's not... pretty much.
I think there's a way to make the world a better place. Without violence.
I mean, we're well past violence at this point.
I lived in the past. We
So
can make it so things were better from the start.
I mean, I think you're going to have to get in line with all the other groups that are going to rebuild. But what did you have in mind?
Australia is a wasteland because, well, I don't think the war would have gone as bad if there hadn't been metas. There were nukes, sure, but metas themselves were also weapons of mass destruction.
Sure.
You came here because you wanted to try and live a normal life, right?
Quite the opposite, actually, but...
Well, normal for you. outside of America get a chance to just see what life itself is like without the constant anti-meta focus on the war against metas obsession of America.
You've been hanging out with that guild a lot, haven't you?
I have a solution that wouldn't kill people. It would undo all of the bad things that have happened. Are you willing to trust me?
I'm willing to trust you, but I'm skeptical. The things have already happened.
Time travel.
I mean, if you want to go help some other timeline, that would be noble, but that's not going to change what happened here.
That's not the way it works. Otherwise, why would Guy have come back? And he changed his own future, right?
Kind of?
So it can't just work like other timelines. Changing the past can make the future better.
I disagree, but on points that are not meaningful at this point. If you want to help a timeline, that's a good thing, even if it's not ours. And maybe somebody on that timeline will help ours.
Alright, then can I get your assistance in a short while? Just need to remove the kill Lily, kill the politicians programming from these guys.
I mean, sure. So am I
Will
going?
be
Am I going to surf or not?
through the sewers. We'll be going there through the sewers.
Well, I was going to go into the front door.
You could meet us there and cool the situation down a little bit.
Sure.
But most importantly, get the building cleared so we don't have to fight.
How am I supposed to clear surf? They're probably in lockdown.
We just need a few lower levels. So if you could call someone, Mawson perhaps? I can't make calls right now.
I think Lily's your best bet for convincing officials.
Or Lucius for convincing Mawson. Where is Lucius?
That is a good question.
I'll just quickly finish this convo and we can jump to him.
Also,
I don't trust that. I'm worried that this idea won't go over well.
this is about when everyone's phones seem to have stopped working. Lily will notice she's not had a text in a good 5 minutes. Violet, too, has been getting constant notifications, I'm sure.
She's probably turned hers off at this point.
And the reason for Lily's stopping is no signal, apparently. Zero network signal. But sorry, cut in a bit there, Matthias.
No, that was about it.
So
Alright.
I can't guarantee that I'm going to clear the basement. It's a big ask, but I'll try.
Thank you. And then they'll make their way through the sewers, and other stuff will happen elsewhere.
Alrighty, yeah. Gear up scene continues for about 10 minutes, and then you will start trudging through sewers. And Surf headquarters is near Parliament. It's like in that square. Let me have a look at that picture again, see if there's anywhere in there that it can be probably seen. In case anyone else wants to glance with me. Nowhere's really standing out to me. So we'll
I
just
kind of like the idea of it being one of the smaller ones that's right next to it.
what are those?
Or
much-
maybe
When
Yeah.
when I designed this place, because I made this island, that was the idea.
one of those super tiny ones.
No, that the two on either side are like the problem like the police station, the main police headquarters.
Ah, I see.
Like the big one is Parliament itself, and one of them is a police station, and the other is like other governmental offices. That was what I had in mind. Do it that what you will, but when I designed it, the ones below are just actually pretty sculptures.
Pretty sculptures. I think I'll go with it actually being across the road. There's a couple of buildings here with helipads in the bottom left. So yeah, it's across them parks. So right there, I think, is what we're looking at.
that'll work.
Actually, commercial buildings, which kind of works as well because this surf headquarters is newly built. This is the surf and the vigilante system were merged, and this place was used as the main headquarters for about 8 months now, I think it's been, right? A while, anyway. Maybe not 8 months, maybe only 6. So it's you'd have to turn around, Violet. You've probably already flown away from here.
Oh yeah, she's gone flying back, but heading towards one of those rooftop landing things.
I don't even need a vision check, I don't think, with hoods and what have you that'll be in effect. There are armed surf agents on the roof. The fancy guys, the guys that you saw fighting Big D way back when, in the full surf clamshell and with heavy rifles. And they will take aim at you as you come swooping in.
She will attempt to approach in a non-aggressive manner.
They don't fire.
She'll
Rifles
land.
still trained on you. They continue to not fire. One of them's like hustling forward with his SMG firmly in his shoulder pointed at you. And he's like, "What's your business?"
Hey guys, how's it going here? Any Lily sightings?
Look behind us. He like gestures briefly without turning his head at all at Parliament behind you, where you do occasionally.
We're actually probably done by now. Like you said, that would have happened quick. People would have jumped off. It probably only lasted like a few minutes, right?
Yeah, you will be done by now.
So they direct my attention to the aftermath.
Just Parliament building, which is smoking from a few windows, dark black smoke. Says not for 20 minutes, but she's been here.
Yeah, that looks like her work.
You here to kill her?
Gonna try. You guys in lockdown?
They open fire at you.
There.
Miss terribly. Pings.
What the hell, guys? She says.
They shout, "Freeze! You've been mind controlled. Do not move." We know you're invisible.
Deep sigh. Are they standing near each other?
Near enough, yeah.
Because she'll whammy him. Look, assholes. I have to tell that to everyone right now. Obviously, I'm not mind controlled. I'm on her team.
the two that opened fire, like, lower the rifles embarrassedly. Sorry, ma'am.
Are you gonna let me in or not?
Getting quick.
She nods.
Leader gestures at his two pals who open door. And let you down. There's people scurrying about. It's quite busy in here, it seems.
She'll definitely update the group, though. It seems like Surf is actually under control by pro-Lily faction.
Pro-Lily faction? You'll spot someone you recognise, one of Mawson's, guys, gals, that is often following him around with papers. Like, Violet, you're here? Good, come on, take you to Jack. Leads you down to his office.
All right.
What
Checks her watch briefly.
the shit, pal? He looks up from his computer as you come in. So this is it? Hello?
We're scrambling as much as you are.
Can you fix people?
Only a few at a time.
How many's a few? And how long's a time?
She sort of looks around. It's a secret, but the line's forming at the research park.
Research park? Ah, shit.
Audrey's back and she's working through people. She's better than I am.
Audrey?
Nods.
Fucking hell, alright. But if I get people there, then I can get them in queue for deprogramming.
Absolutely. Just don't let it get out. They don't have the kind of security you guys have here.
Yeah. I've only got a few. I'll send them secure. Do you know where Lily is?
I know where she was.
She's not a Tomahawk missile.
Looks confused.
He shakes his head. What about Lucius? I left cell towers up as long as I could, but I've had to cut him. He has not responded.
I think he's complicated. He was tangling with their witch.
Witch. Magic. Bollocks.
Nods.
Bollocks.
On Fairy Island, even.
Do we know where... Lol. Thank you. Do we know where this little slag is?
I'm sorry, what?
Nura.
Oh, not yet, but we're working on it.
I interpret that as Lucius.
Same. I interpreted as Lucius and was confused why he had turned on him.
I'm sure he also calls Lucius a little slag constantly
Fair.
as well. He calls everyone a little slag. When everyone is a slag. You slags! Fucking hell, you slags! He shouts constantly. So yeah, he could have been referring to anyone. Alright, what's his major plans?
At the moment, panic and scrambling. I think groups are checking out the places where Nura might be, and if we find her, we're going to get her.
Do you need backup?
Probably. Guys? What do you think?
I don't know what the conversation I've been having for the last 10 minutes, so I don't know.
Laura is awake in a neck brace, drowsy from baby-safe drugs.
Possibly skip to others and catch them up to this point?
Yeah, I was about to suggest that as well.
So, Lily's You were saving people. You were also under attack while saving people. But you can fly, and you managed to stay far away from most people. There was a final encounter at Parliament on the roof, though, I think. Lily. Hello. It's
Who is that?
Reflection.
Hi, buddy.
Been watching
What are
you.
your thoughts on me?
Cracks metallic knuckles. Ding, ding, ding. Why don't you
So you
come
want-
down and talk, Lily?
You want to murder me there, buddy?
Nods slowly.
All right, then. How about this? I don't want to hurt a bunch of people. I know you're a good guy, too, so you don't want to hurt a bunch of people, too. So meet me at the runway of the airport in 15 minutes. I'll be there.
15 minutes?
Can you get there that fast? Let's make it an hour.
1 hour. I'll
Yeah,
assemble
I'll
my
see-
team.
I'll see you on the runway at the airport there, buddy. Good talking.
And then I'm sure there's a pop.
Yep.
And
As an amusing aside, everyone's going to come out of this with a tremendous understanding of who's good at lying and who isn't.
wow, yeah, that is gonna happen. Reflection's got honesty.
Figuring out who's mind controlled among us.
Amogus.
But yes, I
Tater.
pop in.
Whoop.
Do I pop in as well?
Yes, you do.
Oh. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Is it time shenanigans? Okay?
I look at the other one.
It's freaky. So it did work.
Wait, am I gonna have to remember everything you said if this is what I think is happening?
Well, I don't remember everything I said, so... No? Shrug?
Okay, good.
We're the same person, I think.
Look back and go, oh, Nelly, okay. I'm not gonna ask too many questions to you because I don't want to destroy the future or whatever.
Like, I don't feel good. There are 2 lilies. Mila's like, shh, I know.
Okay. Don't worry, Laura. We got you covered. Got you safe. We need to get a couple more people, so they don't murder themselves.
Nod.
But why don't you? By the way, who in here, Knack? Where is the rest of Knack?
Probably gathering up on this floor now. So...
I'm gonna talk to some people.
Let me just get them all on here so I've got them nearby.
I'm gonna talk to some people. We're gonna do some stuff, but you're all good. We got you covered, right? I look at the other me.
Right.
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 Right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Bye. Love you, Mom. Love you, Oma.
Poof. Poof. Love you, Mom. Love you, Oma.
With just their headshots, the 2 that are kind of look like the village people a little bit.
Edgeblood and Frederick.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. You got, the biker,
Like the cop.
the cop,
Kinda. Oh,
and then the neon guy and that two-faced lady.
I was just those two that I was just like, I don't know why. But anyway. Hi, everybody. Shit's gone down.
Yes, no sheep, Lily. You are lucky we did not answer the emergency broadcast. Edgeblood turns around and is like, I did. Some little idiot girl telling me to kill politicians and Lily. I hung up. Edgeblood turns back to the TV, which is just the emergency broadcast signal. And he's like flipping through channels.
Wait,
I'm gonna
Motherfucker,
stare at
is he
him.
immune?
Edgeblood turns around. What? Why are you guys looking at me like that? And then the fabric
immune?
on the sofa like wraps around him tight as Genevieve's holding her hands out. She's like, "Do not move." Immune to what?
The mind control?
Mind control? I don't know. Who's mind controlled?
Everyone! Do you not pay attention? Oh my god, you weird dude.
I was watching TV. I'm sorry.
I look over at the other me. And raise an eyebrow.
He's immune. Yeah. Just take him with you. He needs to go to where she is.
Alright. Alright, guys. Grab noise canceling headphones, gun busters, cancel all noise other than each other. Like put in an earphone so you can communicate with one another, but that's it.
What is the plan?
There is still some politicians that are unaccounted for. I saved as many as I could, but there's like shows on. There's some founders that are probably in trouble. I don't know what people's definition of politicians are. There could be some school superintendents that might be on the hit list. We need to save as many people as we can as quickly as possible.
It's super vague on purpose. Like, yeah, there are a lot of, air quotes, politicians that people are going to be starting to kill when they realise the ones at Parliament aren't there to find.
Yeah, what she said. And so you guys all protect as many as you can. Get them back here, especially if they have, or get them someplace safe. It doesn't have to be here. Actually, probably best if not here. Then the secondary thing is neutralizing other metahumans. I already sent Reflecty Man and his cronies to the airport to try to kill me in an hour. But grab some power cuffs, get him neutralized, get him safe. We don't need superpowered people going around murdering people.
The airport in an hour, says Halo.
That's what I told him. He said he's going to bring his entire team.
We should make that appointment. They are powerful people.
And obviously under the whammy. So, okay. Again, headphones, communication, save as many people as you can. If we need anyone, I'll just say, radio me. I'll be listening.
They nod. Don't
All right, Edgeblood.
die, Lilies.
sorry. Gonna try not to. All right, Edgeblood, you're with me. Come on, buddy.
But the TV
Stop.
points at the
I'm gonna
emergency
look at him.
broadcast signal.
I'm gonna look at him and just stare and go, dude, you need to listen to me right the fuck now. You can watch TV after the island isn't trying to murder themselves. Capiche?
He's picking his nose. What? Where
God
we going?
damn it. I'll just grab his hand. And then bamf away where I think about where I'm going to bamf away to while you work with Sigrid.
Sigrid, you guys is geared up.
All right. Well, I guess we're hunting Nura, so yeah, do the same thing. Like, get everybody with like headphones as well.
So there is a place that's underneath the amusement park, I seem to recall. Maintenance access tunnels. There was also somewhere under Langdama. And the prime suspect zone is not far from the storm drain near Parliament.
All right, tell you what, we will, since that's kind of the farthest away from us, we're gonna go clear the other two just to be sure.
Radio.
Yeah, the roller rink's right there.
Well, the places she's gonna go sleep.
Mm-hmm. Sigrid is currently... Oh, wait, where did you go to gear up? Trent's shop is where you'd set that stuff up, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, Langdama is probably what you'd want to do first.
Yeah, we'll go clear Langdama.
You will spot some buildings where trouble is going down. You know, bureaucratic town hall sorts of places.
Oh, shit, do we have to go extract a politician or someone?
You don't have to.
You know what? We are not, actually. The only way to end this is to go for the throat. So that's what Sigrid's doing.
Rightio.
Like, prime target right now is Nura. We have got to neutralize Nura.
Fair enough. Lucius.
Yep.
The tea is made. It is extremely bitter. She has got honey, but it had like bees in it.
Bees. Yeah, he will skip on the bees and try to continue talking to her and saying, you know, my experience with Nora seems to differ a lot from you. I never took her for the one to actually make any friendships at all. Especially after what she did to that poor little girl. Not sure if you would know which one he refers to.
Give me a psychology check.
Sure.
In some ways, leaving it vague is even more effective.
By 4. Did I do it this time?
You see a twitch in her face. I wouldn't call us friends.
Oh. How should I call you then?
Colleagues.
That's still too friendly. I only take Nora for the one that keeps pets or, mind slaves.
She frowns. My mind is clean.
Lucius will smirk. Are you sure about that?
There's an easy way to find out.
Sure. What do you have in mind?
She points at a cupboard. It's in there. There's a jar full of sticks.
Sticks.
Twigs.
How is that supposed to prove your innocence? Or Nura's friendship, for the matter?
They're spells.
Oh?
In
Lucius
that,
will stand up. Sorry, go on.
in that jar, in that cupboard, one of those spells is a mind-reading spell. It will tell you everything there's to know about my brain, including whether I'm controlled.
I guess since you have been so nice, I ought to you to at least know the truth. He will stand up and try to go for that.
Mm-hmm. You see the jar she's on about. It's got various twigs that look like they're from different trees. She'll say that the beech one with that leaf attached. And
All right.
you'll pick out the one she means, and then she says, just snap it in half.
On top of your head?
Just snap it in half anywhere.
He will snap it in half. What happens?
Roll the higher of IQ or HT, please.
Oh,
Let's hope for the best. I'm rolling terribly today.
I finally cast a spell on Lucius.
You really are.
I've only rolled 15, 16, and 14 today. I don't know what's going on with me.
You feel very strange suddenly. Your body feels really weird. Roll HT.
Got it. Oh, that's a strange success.
Oh yeah, you feel a bit like, whoa. Like as if you've just, as if you're on a boat that's suddenly hit a wave. But then everything levels out and you realise everything's got huge. Either that or you've got very tiny. The witch is smiling and she, pushes a chair back and stands up. Reaches into the jar and pulls out another twig. You're staring up at her as she does this. You kind of get a chance to glance down at your own hands, which are touching the floor. They're green and shiny, webbed.
Maya Frog.
She snaps a twig, and the handcuffs that are around her wrist just turn into daisy chain. And she squats down and scoops you up and holds you up in front of a mirror, and you are indeed little Lucius Frog.
I guess I didn't want to resort to this, but I'm going to try and assess her mind. I try to grab her by surprise while she thinks I'm a frog.
You are a frog, bro.
No, I mean, well, she thinks I am a defenseless frog.
Got you.
she messes with his body, he'll get a new one.
Here I go. By 6.
Much better.
That is a good roll. You beat her by 1. Jammy.
Whew.
You possess
Hey, now
her.
you can get her memories now.
Yep. I would like to first know how to get back into being Lucius, and second, how to get. Is she really controlled by Nura at this point, or is she doing by her own will?
You see the chains everywhere. This is definitely Nura control. 100%.
Okay.
You were also overwhelmed.
What do you mean by overwhelmed?
Magic. The feeling of magic. It is strange to feel this power coursing through you.
Okay,
Roll a will check, please.
of course. By 3.
Okay. You not too bad. You feel a strong urge to just burn, cast magic, cause chaos.
Then I will cast magic and bring us back into NAC headquarters.
Maybe start with turning yourself out of a frog.
Well, I will do that
Nonsense.
once we get on back. I will do that once we get on back and just turn the frog into Lucius.
Give me an IQ check, please.
Of course. By 8.
Okay, this spell's to get back. None that'll take you to NAC headquarters.
So
but there's spells
get-
that can take you to Nirvana.
Okay, I will use that one.
You rummage around, find it. It's a little salt packet. You tear it open and sprinkle it out, and a portal appears. Step through carrying the Lucius.
I step through with Frog Lucius. Also, I'm assuming that she has what I need to bring back to myself on that thing. On herself, right?
Yes, it is quite simple. You can dismiss that spell.
Okay. Once we get through, not sure what do I see, but I will dispel that spell.
So you would come out just on this little island over here.
Okay, let me see. Okay.
And I don't think the mental link is in effect. I think once it gets cut by going interdimensional, it doesn't come straight back.
And she has no reason to
I
be
suspect that it's...
re-upping it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your phone has... Your frog.
I dismiss the spell so that I'm Lucius.
Dismiss the spell. Give me another IQ check, please.
Hopefully tip the jar over first.
No, yeah, you're not in a jar. You were just in her hand getting shown the mirror when you possessed her. Angry frog eyes. Angry Lucius frog eyes looked up at her.
Rebeat.
Okay, yeah, you think you know how to dispel that spell. And you do it and watch frog Lucius turn back into boy Lucius.
I guess as the witch, I'm gonna say, never thought the Frog to Prince story would be real. And I'll grab my own. Shit. No, I need to think this through. You mind if you go to the rest? I think I only have a short time with this witch, and I need to plan my next move.
No problem. So, Violet, you're at Knack right now. Not Knack, Surf.
She is. Surf. She was reaching out to let people know that Surf is actually Lily friendly.
Right. And
Well, good to know that.
yeah, where was your next destination, Lily?
I was gonna go get. No one's gotten shows on yet, right?
Correct.
Is he okay?
I doubt it.
Hard to tell. There are people sieging his house right now, it seems.
I'm gonna bamfen from above and then quickly go in with Edgeblood.
All right. We had a general map of that area, but I'm not too fussed about it. Land on like an upper balcony or something?
Like, his meditation area.
Okay, he is not there.
Alright, then just start looking for him.
There's angry people in the garden. Just kind of milling around. You trying to be hidden?
No, I'm trying to be fast.
Oh,
Just bam, 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 bam.
all right. Give me a search.
Search, I think I have this. I do. Not super good, but I have it. Nope.
Failure by 2. Other Lily is also looking around. But there's not any clear sign of him. You're doing that for a while. So, Violet, yes, you're at Surf headquarters. Matthias is allegedly on his way in the sewers with a guy in a helm suit.
Right. Did anybody actually want to talk to Surf, or they're hoping to coordinate? They want to know what we're up to.
I'll relay all the information I just gave to the to the rest of Knack.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're mentally linked right now, all of you, except for Lucius. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, I'll just fill them in real quick and just be like, that's the way I told those guys to do crowd control. I think it would be beneficial if the cops did the same. Headphones or gun things or, noise canceling of some kind. Get them out of there because pretty soon those places are going to be sieged. I mean, I assume like government people, cops will be next. And when cops get twitchy when they have guns, people die.
They already shot at Violet.
They've already shot a lot of people.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
I'll relay it.
there are dead people outside Surf headquarters on the street, for sure.
But it sounds like our plan is find Nura, get her, and hopefully that will end it.
Alright. Shit. And you know where she is?
We have some guesses.
Yeah, we have some good ideas. Sigrid is confirming.
We're doing process of elimination right now.
Yeah, and also, so Sigrid, like, in the van, is like, I engage Nura. Your job is to keep all the others off me. Do not stop. Always move. Only take fights you can win. If you can't win, retreat and find new attack.
Yes, boss.
And remember, warrior can only die once. Make it count.
They kind of like, "Whoa!" bash the shields. And you will arrive at your first potential Nura location. It's one of the smaller ones, and you quickly realize it's empty. I don't need any checks or anything. You find this weird little creepy nest area that she's got set up, and there's no one here but a dead owl.
Okay. Molotov.
Cool.
If we can. Yeah.
Yeah, easy
Just burn
enough.
it. Just burn it. And then, yeah, quickly get back in the van and check the next location and communicate to everybody. She not at Langdama.
Good to know.
Currently heading to second location.
Where's my Matthias token? There it is. So, you guys would be in the sewers by now. And starting your journey. The helm suit is noisy as it doof, doof, doof. And you've probably got a squad of like 12 people with you, something like that.
Ooh, big crew.
In fact, no, that's too many. More like just 6.
3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4 is even better. Just 4.
Cool. I assume Matthias is giving directions to someone who's actually acting as leader because they have more military experience.
Correct. Someone who was in the USSR armed forces. He's like squad leader at minute. Guiding people. He's like, didn't think I'd be doing this shit again. I'm fisherman now. Cock AK.
Sorry?
Cock AK. Chuk.
Oh, cock.
Cock.
I was like, Buck AK. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything that Matthias wants to have happen until their minds have been saved when they reach surf.
Koi. Violet, are you trying to clear surf?
She's trying to head to the basement. Depending on what the situation in the basement is going to be, is whether or not she actually tries. But yes, the goal is to not clear the building, but clear a portion of the basement.
Okay. There are people down there. The shutters to the exit to the garage is closed. Just delete these two nerds. So yeah, that's blocked off there. The maintenance access stairs that go further down, that is also blocked off. Altogether, there's about 8 people down here. It's fairly spread out across this map.
What do they seem to be doing?
Guarding the entrances and exits, and that's it. As you come down, a squad is getting ready to leave in an armoured car.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a couple of politicians you'd probably recognise with them.
Well, that's good.
Those are, you suspect, the ones that Mawson's send into the research centre.
Makes sense. She'll reach out to Matthias. The only ones...
Matthias will be like, yeah?
Sorry. Matthias. The only ones down here are guards. How long do you need them to be gone?
Perhaps 10 minutes? If you're able to clear my companions' minds as well.
I'm being pretty trusting here, but what are we doing? Because it kind of seems like you're walking a combat mech into the basement of Surf.
The alternative was 10 combat mechs at Parliament.
Nods.
The combat mech... I think I can convince the guy in it of my plan. Which means that if his mind is cleared and he supports this plan, we could be able to avert the entire mech attack as well as carry out the plan.
Okay.
And I'm sure you don't mind Surf losing a bit of their questionable weaponry.
I mind me being the obvious person behind opening the door.
Right.
Security here is still working. They have cameras and stuff.
They do indeed. And stuff.
I mean, that said, you've got a giant strong thing.
Oh yeah, and stuff.
What if you were to meet us in the sewers or hide in the sewers and fix their minds there? I could then convince them right there.
That would be a
we
lot
could
easier.
walk in with a better distraction.
That would work great. I'll be right there. But she goes upstairs and then heads down to the sewers via the street.
You sure you want to go out there? Door guards.
I mean, she definitely looks out the window first, but
There's no one
mean,
in the street immediately outside anymore. You can see like 2 bodies in pools of blood.
it looks pretty clear to me.
Is this approved?
What do you mean approved?
Is Mawson alright with this? Orders are no one in or out.
Fair. I'll ask. Be right back. She heads up and exits via the people she's already whammied, and just flies down.
Noted. Using your fancy belt.
No, she uses the
Oh,
jet,
the
the
jet
bike
car.
that's up there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most awkward way of getting to the ground ever.
Yeah.
She does so.
Walk up 3 flights of stairs to fly down 15
least-
meters.
Pretty much. But she'll meet up with them.
Okay. So, in the sewers. Although, should we cut away maybe? Lily and Edgeblood, I forgot where you were going.
We're at Chozon's house.
Chozon's house. You're at Chozon's house. You don't think he's here. You've gone all the way into that underground area where the panic room and safe were, and there were no signs of him. Some of his guards do seem to be dead in quite violent manners.
Bloody hell. Okay. I'll look at me and say, you could have told me he wasn't here.
I wasn't
It's not
sure.
like he,
I don't know what time he left.
Frown at her and then say, all right, we're going to check out the, let's do
Tenzin
this.
did this. She points at the guards.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. He's not mind controlled. Neither's Chozon.
He's just a dickhead.
Well, the guards were.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, how about you go get him and I'll talk to Nora.
I could try to find him. Like, do you know where Nora is?
You would know this. I'm just gonna like frown at her and go, I'm going to the place where I think she is, and I'm gonna bamf to the whatchamajigget, the location where the 3 guards were.
You can get fairly close, even underground, but not directly there. You're still, a floor above and 200
I'll put
meters
my
west.
I'll put my helmet down and do an awkward walk.
Awkward walk.
Visor down. Because I assume I'm still bad at walking.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it obvious that it's me.
Mm-hmm. Are you with Edgeblood?
Yeah. And also, feel free to send that other Lily not just on me, because it's hilarious.
That is interesting, yeah. Sigrid, you're pulling up at the maintenance access underneath the... whatchamacallit? Theme park. And Lily shows up. She's like, Sigrid, hello.
Lily,
She's not here, but something else is. Have you got any explosives?
just the one? What is in there?
A thing. It's called Mr. Giggles. I don't know where it is.
At her bodyguard friend, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Sigrid pulls all the sleepy time slugs out of her shotgun and is gonna load that up quite lethally.
Okay.
You know anything about Mr. Giggles?
Only explosions are gonna hurt him.
Only explosions
Or fire.
or fire. Do I have? Oh, baller. Okay. Sigurd loads up the shotgun with the 6 flare shells that she has.
Nice.
Radical. How about another quick break? I've been out of coffee for a while.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Is there anything we should catch up on first? Lucius, you said you needed some time to plan. Have you planned?
Yes. Yes. First of all, she knows where Nura is, right?
Yes. Nura is presently planning on going to bed in her place.
Which
one
one
which
is her
Lily's on
place?
her way to right now. The one where the 3 guards were. The abandoned blocks from the 70s.
Okay. I assume also that she has a way to get there from this deserted island, correct?
Yeah, she can get there from anywhere. Not the witch, but Nura can. Nura can travel anywhere
No.
on the island almost instantly.
I meant the witch.
Yeah, the witch has got away off this island. But
All right. Yep.
right now, there is a fairy buzzing in your face. We had a deal. And this one is mine, claimed. Points at unconscious Lucius.
What deal did she had with him? Sorry, what deal did she had with the fairy?
Roll IQ.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, you bastard. The witch is allowed to practice her magic within reason. She's not allowed to cast more than a certain number of these bad spells, air quotes, a day. And she's definitely not allowed to take people that the fairies put a claim on. Which is what Lucius is.
I'm gonna. Can I roll you an acting for smirking like the witch and saying, "Nora is ordering me to do so." You would have to talk or stop her if you want to.
Roll acting.
By 5.
Who is Nora? I don't care. Just let that one go. He's weak
Damn.
anyway. He wouldn't be good for your spells.
Damn. I still need to bring Lucius with me, so I guess I'm gonna do the thing that I need to move away from this island and
You
still
should tell the
bring
fairy
Lucius.
to piss off first.
Yeah, I'm gonna like bat it away with my hand and say, "You can talk to her if you want to," and then bring Lucius with me towards where Nura is, as if Lucius was defeated. Once I cross the other side, assuming that there's gonna be Nura allies, I'm just gonna toss Lucius to the ground as if he has been defeated or dead.
Okay.
Keeping the act of me being the witch.
So your hand passes through the fairy as you try to slap it away. She is just floating there with her tiny hands on her tiny hips indignantly. Pouty face. Rolls her eyes as your hand passes through her, and then sees that you're reaching for a different charm with your left hand, and she says, "Don't you dare!" and then you snap it, and you feel your vision go like tunnel for a second, and everything's quite dark. Your eyes start adjusting, and you're in a very dilapidated, ancient-looking apartment. It looks a lot like Myas's apartment used to, if you ever
Okay.
visited that. But, it's not been tended in what looks like 20 years at least.
Oh, sorry. One more thing. Before you cut off, I want to grab Lucia's phone, turn on the GPS, and send a message to Violet with my location, and then put it back into Lucia's pocket.
There is no cell
Oh, there's
signal.
no GPS because it's so old. I forgot we were not even in a year with GPS. Never mind.
That also,
The phones
yeah.
are down.
But yeah,
Oh.
you can't send any messages by them because the phone networks are down.
Yeah, then never mind that last part. I just do that, like I said before.
Okay. And Violet, are you able to de-whammy those fellas of Matthias's?
Yes, with an asterisk.
Yes, with an asterisk.
As she's getting close, she warns Matthias that those suits actually protect their minds. Is there any chance you can get them to open it?
There's just the one guy, and he'll say, "Yeah."
All right, great. If it's open, I can help him, no problem. Closed, it's harder.
Matthias will try to make like a switch radio channel signal to Dominic.
What's up? He says on your squad radio.
Can you open your suit for a moment?
What's going on? Who's she? In that? Nah, I don't know her.
Would she be visible? What?
Or is she not even there yet? Are you doing this not near Violet?
She warned him before she walked up, just so he would have time.
Got you. So,
But I imagine she's getting pretty close.
what's the reason?
There's a conversation we need to have.
All right. Take 5. And then the back opens and he kind of steps out.
And
Do you want to do the break or do this first?
Let's do the break. Yeah. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. We're back. Roar. So, Lucius is currently possessing a witch and has teleported to Nura's presumed den. Lily is currently with Edgeblood approaching Nura's presumed den. Violet is currently in the sewers beneath Surf headquarters, approaching Matthias and a squad of radical insurrectionists armed, and one of them in a super suit. And a different Lily and Sigrid are currently outside different of Nura's supposed dens, where different Lily says Nura's bodyguard is. That's everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where should we be looking first? Sigrid's the fastest. Sigrid,
All right.
you've wrapped a cloth around your axe blade,
Yep.
soaked it in some flammable, but you've been making napalm in your spare time. I'm sure that's one of the first things you made.
She's been making all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. So she does that, and then gives hold this door. But remember, only fight you can win. So don't stand with back to wall, and try not to let anyone in. Come, Fen. And then oh, right.
I'm not sure we even need a map, because honestly, it's essentially a 5-meter wide, 100-meter long corridor.
Yeah, I'm happy to go mapless.
You open the
We can-
door and step in, and there's. Can you see your speed?
I can't see my speed,
It's
but
been
I can.
14 seconds.
Let me.
Just because I could see Sigrid and Fen, but I'll sort Fen out.
Oh.
Didn't really need to do that, I suppose. Have I got a sheet for Mr. Giggles? No, I'll just use Neura's. But make it Mr. Giggles stats. Croy. Is Neuragard token? Yeah.
Fucking Lily lying to me. There is a Nura in there.
Haha.
It's not Neura that you see.
Okay.
You see nothing because it is quite dim in there.
Okay.
Fen will stand up on his back legs and turn the light switch on.
Okay, yeah.
It does
Sigurd
that
will.
clunk, 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 clunk in a line turning on.
Okay. Yeah. Start, heading down the hallway, checking corners, and ready for a big fight.
And then in the distance, as the last light turns on, you see this shadowy form. Almost like just a blob of slime, but made of smoke. Barely visible. And it flies down the corridor towards you.
All right. Can Sigurd get a second to aim?
You can get more than a second to aim. You think it starts off like a good 50 meters away. Moves 10 in the first second.
All right. Yes, Sigurd will start to aim.
Not 10. Bit less than that. 8. Sigurd starts to aim. Fen haunches, growls. It moves 20 this time. It is 20 meters away from you. You can make out a hideous twisted face on the form at the top of the bulge.
All right. Well, now does seem to be the time to kerplew. We will go ROF2 to the torso at 20, which winds up being this. Just one hit.
Is this projectile or some kind of cone?
It's a projectile flare, so it does 1d6 to anything it hits.
Coy, it seems to pass right through the smoke. Is it
But the fire,
burning as it goes?
yes, it is burning.
Okay. The blob shifts as it's moving towards you. Rate of fire 2, and that was just one hit.
Yeah.
It seems to duck out of the way of it. It did make an effort to dodge this fiery projectile.
Okay. And then so a fiery projectile just came out of the end of the shotgun that was recently soaked in oil.
It ignites. Radical. And it moves up the rest of the 20 and is going to make a moving attack versus a 9, and it succeeds by 1. This seems to be a rapid fire attack. Oh, I need to check something quickly before you dodge, sorry. Before you dodge. I can modify that, whatever it were. Without acrobatics, though.
That was just acrobatics.
Figures, modifiers, attack enhancements. Scroll. Low signature. Okay, it doesn't make it any harder to dodge or anything like that, but it's
It's a silencer.
yeah, there's almost no noise, but you feel wind pick up, and then there is a whoosh, whoosh. And let's see your dodge. Success by 5. You managed to dodge it all. You managed to just catch a glimmer of air as you backflip, and the walls and hall in front of you are scarred by lots and lots of deep cuts that cut through the concrete as if it's barely even there. And it's your turn.
It's Sigrid's turn. All right. Well, then Sigrid's gonna go ahead and give her a go. This is just straight torso.
Straight torso. Success. That's a crit because of its size modifier.
Oh, baller. Okay, so do you just want me to bother with like 1d6 fire damage from the like rag that's on fire?
Yeah, 1d6 fire damage sounds perfect, but show me the crit table.
Right.
Can't believe you rolled a 6, you bastard. What did you get?
And it's 3d6.
You got triple
I put
damage.
the wrong bracket. No.
Oh, I see.
I was an idiot. Just a 10.
Normal damage only. Whew, but I can't dodge, which is a bitch. Whew.
2 fire damage.
Ow, still. Not used to being hurt by stuff. That's rude. Fen is going to bite at the smoke. Snaps at it, but the smoke just flickers out of the way of his teeth.
Okay.
And it's going to make this deceptive. 2 levels of deceptive for a -4. I'm not supposed to call that out. Oh, that's a good roll. That's acrobatics. So you're at -2 to defend from the decapitative. You scumbag.
Sigrid does some crazy parkour kip off the wall and ends up just a little bit back.
Oh. Wait a sec. What were my attack roll? It was a 7, right? 11 were Fen's attack, 9 were Mr. Giggles' dodge, 7 was Mr. Giggles' attack.
Correct.
2 levels of deceptive. That was a success by 7, and you succeed by
7.
Scumbag!
So yeah, so Sigurd does some crazy kip off the wall and like, retreats back one, and as she's like landing from that, kabloo!
Yep, scores on the ground.
All right, this version of Sigurd I am loving.
Acrobatic.
All right,
John Wick
so
Sigurd.
he's at range 1, so he's actually. Let's go. No, this is just a torso shot.
He is all torso, honestly.
Okay.
You could shoot face. You can shoot face.
Oh.
But
Nah,
you're not sure
it's
if it'd
just
make any
torso.
difference.
It's just torso.
That's a hit.
Two fire damage.
Yeah, there's a screech. Fen keeps up his snap.
Oh, can I say Fen run?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Fen runs 100 meters in 1 second.
Yeah. He's not gonna do much, and he's just gonna wind up getting hurt.
Fair does.
Like, and unlike most bad guys, he's not gonna do much against. He's not even gonna be like a hassle for this thing.
Aiming for your neck. Success by 5.
Oh, you hit with 1.
I hit with 1. This is Armor Divisor 10.
Doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Yar. $11 damage neck. Clickety clackities.
9 damage. And major wound, because that is technically a major wound. I think we're good.
You seem alright. It's your turn. Have you got high pain threshold?
Yeah.
Koi, I feel like I've asked that so many times.
It would be so cruel if she didn't.
It really would.
Right? Like, that's like a requirement, a prerequisite for this kind of character. Back into a swing. Just torso again. Oh! Just a 9 though.
Again, normal damage. 1d6.
4 burning damage.
4 this time. So it screeches and kind of backs up. And it starts to slink into the floor. It backs away from you very rapidly. A full, 8 meters. And seems to be starting to disappear. It's your turn.
We'll go ROF2 again. And you said 8 meters?
8 meters.
-4.
+1 for size.
So -3. 1 hits again.
1 does hit again. Oh,
6.
wow. Ooh, it's close, isn't it? It like yelps at it. And then kind of and it's gone. The air goes silent. Like you maybe approach, take a couple steps forward. It seems
Okay.
to have disappeared.
Have you guys stopped typing loudly?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll think to everyone. I hurt the monster.
Good job.
For
Lily.
Shadow Monster. Fire
Lily,
is
sorry.
key.
Fire is key. Yep. Lily back at the doorway shouts, "Lucius! I forgot about Lucius. He's in the nest. The other one." And Lily, you'd get that.
As I pop in.
Yeah, as you're clumsy walking with Edgeblood up to that secret entryway to the place. Meanwhile,
I'm gonna just
oh, go on.
calmly knock. Just tink, 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 tink.
The big piece of metal that's up against the back of the hole gets shifted aside slowly, grinding as it goes. Then you're faced by an 8-foot tall human with very long arms and a haggard face. Filthy. You smell him immediately as door open. Edgeblood says, "Jesus, dude, you stink."
Hello, good sir. May we come in?
You got your helmet on, right?
Yeah.
I think it's probably just going to be an attack at you.
Okay.
Let me make a quick check. Yeah. Potentially hitting. The big arm swings around to just slap you as soon as you say it.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Well, what's damage?
It's a grapple. They grab. I don't know what I were rolling for there. Nothing in particular.
So I get grappled?
Yeah, you're grappled.
Okay. On my turn. Is it Edgebloods or my turn?
Edgeblood fast draws his pistol, points it at the thing's head and says, "Don't move a muscle, you freak." Oh no, wait, Edgeblood voice. "Don't move a fucking muscle, you freak."
My turn.
Your turn.
Really? Fuck you, game.
It's gonna swing its other arm at Edgeblood, potentially succeeding. It does. It grabs Edgeblood. Only by the torso. He's probably gonna try and shoot it in the head. Which he potentially succeeds at. Which he does succeed at. GM check on some stuff. The bullet just pings off harmlessly. It was a stupid BBs. And and then the thing pushes the big metal wall closed with its other foot. And Lily, you're back up.
How does it have? Does it have? Do I have my arms or something?
Yeah, your
Are
arms
arms
are free.
free?
Your arms are free.
I'll grab Edgeblood.
You can't reach him at minute. You're separated by this thing's body.
Okay. Then if that's the case, then what the fuck?
Oh dear.
Jeez, I'm rolling
She's got
shit.
the yips.
I've got the yips.
It takes a breath and starts shouting out just a pained scream. Lucius, meanwhile, has just teleported into a balcony. Not a balcony, an apartment, the inside. Dilapidated.
Okay. What do I see?
Not Nura, but there are a couple of people in here. One of them is clearly a vampire because he's got the full pure marble skin, pointy ears, bat nose. The master look to him. He looks up at you, kind of slightly bored when you appear and drop Lucius.
I just drop him like at a corner somewhere where he shouldn't be noticed, as he's like a corpse.
Mm-hmm. And behind you is Crocodile, the gang leader.
I guess I'm gonna start with a. So, what's next?
The vampire raises his eyebrow at you. He's not got eyebrows, but he raises where it should be. We wait. You know very well.
I've been busy. I don't know how long I've been.
And then there's a scream from out the window. Ugh! Croc, snaps his head to it. Lily, it's your turn.
All right. This has to work eventually. What the fuck?
Interesting.
It's just I'm getting nothing but 15s and higher.
Edgeblood holds his pistol up and starts racking it to eject shells. He spits 5 of them out. Croc stands up, looks out the window. Vampire does same. Lucius.
I head over to see what's going on.
Look down and see Lily and Edgeblood being held by this weird big guy with huge arms and hands. Lily?
This can't keep happening. It's gotta work eventually. There you go.
You're free.
I bamf 10 meters away and go, really rude, and start floating down the hallway and go, you good, Edge?
Fine. And then he shoots the thing in the head again. And this time there's a small explosion. And it snaps its head back in pain and drops him.
And this is the moment she, you said it's like an old dilapidated one?
Yeah, it's like a street. A whole street with 2 big apartment blocks on either side. But they are completely run down, smashed up.
Are there
Not been inhabited.
bottles
Yeah,
on the ground?
There's a glass bottle on the ground somewhere.
I take 3 of them, put one on my thumb, put one on my index finger, and one on my middle finger, and start clanking them together and go, Lost Boys, come out and play.
Mixing up some films there.
Yep, that's a total Lily thing to do.
Alrighty.
That was also a terror thing to do. What did I get wrong? It's not Lost Boys, is it?
No, it's the Warriors.
Warriors. Okay, I will do that instead. Warriors, come out and play. It was the vampire that threw me off when you said the master vampire thing. Anyway,
No problem. So, things is happening. Violet and Matthias, let's have a catch up with you two.
yes.
Dominic has stepped out of his suit.
Yep.
So, as Violet approaches, she's going to open with the mind control so she can start fixing him. But she'll also start talking.
All right.
Hey guys, did you find your way? And she walks up.
Some people
Did you
start to raise rifles and then point them back at ground.
She puts her hands up a little bit as well, kind of playing the part. This is the rationalization version. Mostly she just doesn't want them to shoot her while she does her fixing. Hey,
You can also see that Matthias has a bitchin' gun.
Yeah, Matthias has got a pretty fancy looking gun.
so she starts to do the explanation, but then she sees the gun and actually takes a moment to appreciate it. Then continues. So I was just at Surf headquarters. Is that where? That's where you guys were headed, right? She
Duh.
looks between the two big guys.
Duh.
Well, they seem pretty well defended. But, I mean, the basement entrance is there.
They don't have any guns that can pierce the helm suit. If you can point us to where the stuff is, it can go in and get it. We'll cover its escape.
I mean, they might have guns that can pierce it, but if you're willing to risk it,
Dominic
and
does.
she's going to follow up with the secondary one to actually clear his mind.
Success.
All right, she's just blanket removing the overriding stuff on it. Nothing subtle. And she also gives Matthias a nod.
There's something you need to know. Everyone who saw the emergency notification had a command implanted in their minds. You should no longer feel the need to immediately kill Lily Dunning or the politicians. Things have been rushed.
They look a bit quizzical. Then the squad leader says, "You're right. I still want to kill her, but it's more like I felt yesterday, not this morning."
But now that we're here, we have an opportunity. Yes, we can change the way things are right here. But that puts us in a difficult situation. For over 100 years, things have been going crazy in the world. There's an uninhabitable continent.
Duh.
We're heading to find the anti-matter technology. What if we didn't use it now, but 200 years ago?
Time travel.
Yeah.
Metahumans wouldn't even exist. If it's possible, I'm for it. But we need to get it first. Dominic is all, can I get back in my suit? I'm good. I'm ready.
She gives him a thumbs up.
He just raises an eyebrow, cocks his head slightly at you, who looks familiar, but he's not sure where from, and climbs back in his suit.
So, you should be able to just go in there and grab some equipment. If the plan works, we just need a little bit. Then we'll have all the time in the world to reverse engineer it and make it work. Are the phones working yet?
They took the phones down, so I doubt it.
And correct, that's a negative. Negative. We have radio with base.
Are the phones taken down just on Nirvana or worldwide?
Presumably local.
She nods.
Alright, then I know where we need to go after getting the equipment.
This will get loud.
They are seriously ready for, like, big stuff. Do you know how you're going to get away?
Cave in this tunnel with the mech suit.
I've heard worse plans. But I definitely wasn't here.
And neither were we.
Exactly.
That were good.
It sounds like they're getting pretty close to tracking down Nura's place, though, so... are you guys in for that? Assuming you make it out of this thing okay?
That is the one who implanted that thought in everyone's minds.
Exactly. She's making a play to... Well, it seems like she's making a play to replace the government she's taken down.
We don't
Matty,
need
stand
no.
back for them. There we go.
We don't need no stinking government. We're not gonna let it get replaced.
We can't let the others know about this because they are still under the mind control.
Duh. Correct. Okay. We'll do it. And they'll start getting ready to start up without any arguments. Alright. So Violet, I'm guessing you leave.
Yeah, she... Yep.
But Matthias, you're sticking around.
Yep.
So the field generator for the cells is that big thing in the basement, and it just so happens that this sewer lines up directly with it underneath, albeit through several layers of concrete. But it also just so happens that this helm suit of Dominic's is built with a very powerful cutting tool. Laser cutting tool.
Awesome.
And
Matthias will describe what Dominic should go after and where it is.
Uh-huh. And he's going to use a hyperspectral vision that is built into his heads-up display to locate this field generator. He's pretty confident that's the thing based on what he's seeing in your description. And
Okay, he's just gonna like plop it out from under them.
he's going to cut a hole out from underneath, step back, and blast the wall a bit until the ceiling falls in. So yeah, I think he ends up just making a hole here and then climbing up through it. Takes him back.
Sometimes the simplest plans are the best.
Yeah, he does get shot at a bunch as he's jumping back through the hole. There is chaos up there for a good couple of minutes as the whole parking area fills with smoke. Those guys try and get through into the maintenance access area that's underneath, but it's been bolted and welded shut by Russian squad leader and his guy.
As well as presumably some covering fire.
And that guy jumps down, blows the tunnel, and you start making your escape.
How large is the generator?
1.5 meter diameter, 2 meters tall. It's
Okay,
like,
so something you need the suit to move.
yeah. Maybe all of you, including Dominic out of the suit, could shift it.
I suspect Lily could carry it.
Or Lucius could carry it as a shadow.
Matthias will describe a safe place to take it that is near where we've got the mirror.
The warehouse is safe and it's way closer. What's up with that?
Fair.
Cool.
Actually, yeah, totally fair.
Duh. We head back.
Could
You're
we
also
perhaps quickly
actually-
change personnel here? I need to... Dominic, you can probably reverse engineer this, right?
Yeah, we enough time. I'll want some help as well, but...
There's someone we need to see and the phones are down. Come with me. Unusual alliances today, eh?
What's...
We'll
is,
take care of all this stuff.
is this as you're carrying the thing back or after you drop it off?
While we're taking it to the warehouse.
Alright. Okay, so this is just an aside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come with
And actually
me.
possibly
through
to get Dominic to swap it being the suit user with someone else.
Okay.
Save time. Because Matthias wants to place a phone call before everyone gets pulled to the boss fight.
Fair enough. There will be a suit user switch. Russian squad leader will take over the helm suit.
Matthias and Dominic will make their way to the mirror with Dominic not really knowing all that many details.
Oh,
Maybe.
that's great. You're going to go to the mirror to make a cell phone call. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Quickly just go to Switzerland to make a call.
Without roaming charges.
So, yeah. Sigrid, you're on your way to that final location.
Yep.
You all like crisscross for a moment there. And
Yeah, I
I
make
mean,
sure.
Sigrid's got a rapid transport system with her.
Oh, she has.
Lily?
Yeah. There is another Lily knocking about that I keep forgetting about.
I mean, we gotta get Fen, Sigrid, and everybody else across town. It literally might have just been easier to take the
van.
Other Lily
But-
might show up at Violet. I don't know.
But I mean, I'll take it if we want to transport everybody.
I mean, that's something that I would totally do. Just bam, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So before we do that, Sigrid will explain to him like, all right, this one is Nura. The fight is coming. She will be defended. Remember, I fight Nura. You guys will fight her peons, and you work together as a team. Stay in your groups. Try and surround them. Get the upper hand. Always retreat from fight you can't win. And then she'll make a big show of putting her earphones on and turning on the music.
Mm-hmm.
Insist that everybody else do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of protecting yourselves, if there are other forms of mind control or mental stuff going on, stand next to me, and I can protect you. And I can do that for one other person. Basically, I can make two of us a safe place against mental attacks.
Wait, are you here as well?
I'm pretty sure
Mentally
we've
linked.
sort of,
Oh, okay.
or I think Lee's confused. Is this the gathering outside of Nur's place?
Yes.
We're not
Because
quite there just yet.
all right,
Oh.
then Audrey's not there yet. Sorry, or Violet's not there yet.
But you are
I was
mentally
confused.
linked.
She'll wait until we're actually gathered and doing these things. Sorry, she's doing the prep talk for her people. I interrupted.
Alright. This is a bit awkward just because of things ongoing with Lucius and Lily in that den. But let's see what Matthias's conversation with Dominic is. So he's just like, what is this place?
There are a few things to tell you. First, I believe my plan will work, and I'm glad you liked it. Second, I believe most of the things I've said over the past months. Third, I'm a meta.
He blinks at that last one. Ooh, what are your powers?
Slightly better reaction timing, can take a punch better, can give a punch better.
Okay.
Just really peak fitness, I guess.
I won't hold it against you. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
Thank you. This is the magic mirror that will take us to Switzerland, where the phones won't be blocked. I want to call an undead Nazi killer so that he can contact a magical mystic in the deserts of China, who will hopefully be able to move us with the anti-meta field back in time.
Alright.
Once there, we will try to get it working.
Okay. And
then perhaps everything will be better.
this is kind of some crazy shit, but okay.
Sometimes you need crazy shit.
Other Lily will pop in at Sigrid again in the truck on the way and say, it's starting. Gotta go now. Same thing for Violet. And there is a brief minute or two of popping. Matthias will disappear off mental link, right?
Does that happen when you jump?
If you go to Sweden or if you go to Europe, it does. That's outside of her range.
Perhaps this could happen before he gets in. There's just a little added confusion there with the scene changes.
Yeah.
So we postpone the call.
Okay, yeah. Other Lily arrives at Thingamajig and says, It's happening, they're gonna need you. Come on. Holds her hand out.
I'll be back. We need to stop the one who started all this nonsense first. Then we'll be able to do this.
He nods. Should I stay here, or...? Lily frowns at him.
Yes.
He frowns back at Lily Dunning. Body language is just
Is this
like...
future Lily?
Future Lily, yes. Although I'm not
I
sure
mean,
you
you
could
wouldn't
tell
know.
much of a difference, yeah.
We look identical.
Does this match with her memories?
It's future Lily. Oh, do you mean does what's happening right now match with her memories?
Yeah.
That's a fun question, isn't it? And she will warp you to an underground area where Violet is waiting, and so is Sigrid.
Oh
And
fuck! It snowed.
it snowed.
Nice.
In
I
the
just looked outside.
How deep? 50 inches.
At least a centimeter so far.
And you're all grouped up outside this area. You can hear a commotion going on just on the other side. Violet and Sigrid, you're talking? Sigrid's just putting earphones on.
Yep. Yeah, Sigurd's just putting earphones on. Did we get warped? Or are we meeting up? Or...
You've been warped. You're
Okay.
apparently right outside this nest area.
All right. Yeah. Audrey.
Violet.
Violet.
Sigrid?
You ready for fight?
Yeah, should be fun. Stay near me if there's mental stuff going on.
Will do.
I can protect somebody else too. Who should I?
Do they need to be near you?
No, I can make somebody else another safe spot.
If you want to do me, I was going to try to talk to her,
That'll work.
distract her.
Okay. And yeah, Sigurd will look at all of them, and you know what to do.
They all nod. Lower the visors on the helmets.
Earphones in. Let's do this. Oh, and Sigurd reloads the shotgun with slugs.
Slegs.
We're not fucking around on this one.
Doom music starts up. So, Lucius, you're in a room with Crocodile, a master vampire, and your own unconscious body. You were looking out the window at a guy with a big arm currently fighting Edgeblood. Or he got shot by Edgeblood and Edgeblood disappeared into the rubble.
And then there was the Lily that said, "Lost Boys, come out and play." And then she sits there for a second, blinks, and goes, "Warriors, come out and play, yay!"
Croc and the vampire look at each other, and the vampire turns into a little white bat and flaps out the window. Crocodile turns for the door.
I still don't know where Nura is, right?
Nope.
Shit. I think I'm gonna head over with Crocodile, and I would like to remember what spells I have available. Do you need an IQ?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. By 6, I think? No,
That's a good roll, yeah.
that's 9, right?
Yeah. So, you've got quite a lot of charms at your disposal. Way too many for me to even go into at the minute. And we are approaching a time where we'd normally end.
I want to do one last thing.
Sure.
I assume they come storming downstairs.
Yeah, you will hear that crashing. You see that thing with the big hands come around the corner as well and looking for you.
Gonna say, I just want to talk to my friend. Jeez, where are you, little one?
What the fuck do you want, Lily? There's a noise from behind you and up on a balcony near the top of the block opposite.
I mean, you started this. You wanted to play. I'm here to play.
Kill yourself. Roll will, please.
I have a mind block you.
There you go.
So it's against a 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Unless I roll like shit again.
No, that was Violet
Oh.
rolling will for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing happens. Or at least you
Well,
did-
actually,
you-
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like grab my hand and go, oh, grab a grenade, like I'm really acting it up, put it against my head, start tugging on the thing, and go, oh wait, your bullshit's not working on me, and I like pull it out, drop the flashbang, and kick it.
Nura kind of dips into the floor. Just whoa.
And that's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Anyone else? Anything they wanted to do?
You haven't told me the charms that I got?
No, yeah, this will come in between sessions because there's so many.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
But teleporting charms turn people into all sorts of weird creatures charms, make people turn inside out charms.
Can I use a turn people into stuff to turn Crocodile into a gecko?
Yeah, you could try.
I'll do that.
Awesome.
So you're just like running downstairs behind him, put your hand on his shoulder and light a match. Roll just 3d6, please.
Got it. 12.
Nothing happens. But Crocodile turns and looks at you and says, "What the fuck?"
Did he notice that I was gonna do some magic, or?
Yeah, you're holding the charm in your hand. You touched it.
I gotta say, just a charm for good luck.
Ask next time.
Sure.
What did you do to me?
I just made you extra lucky. You should be able to do better.
He like does that big bad guy head tilt to crack his neck. Crunch, crunch. Ugh. Don't feel any different, but thanks. And then he gets to the bottom of the stairs and just kicks the door off its hinges. Bursts open. Sigrid, Violet, Matthias, as you're climbing through the hole into this area, you see that happen. A flashbang goes off round a corner. And I think that sets us up perfectly for starting
Yeah.
next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, with the Kobold Cafe, thanks very much for watching. I am Luke, the GM. We had in reverse order Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I played Violet/Audrey today, and she's actually kind of enjoying this, but trying not to let people know.
We had James.
Hey, I am James. I play Sigrid the Berserker, and yeah, it's war. She's in her element.
We had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I played Matthias Oberlin. His plans got moved a bit forwards, but they seemed to go quite well so far, and well.
Well, we had Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Lily, who apparently is gonna have a weird little adventure in Deja Vu here in a bit.
And finally we had Everoth.
Hello, I was Severot, and I am right now a witch from the swamps.
That's what you is. Sexy witch in a spooky dress. So we'll be back next Friday with this again. We might be back at some point in between or afterwards with a part 2 to Parallax, and maybe even a version 2 to Parallax. Let's try and get that arranged at some point. Let's have a quick post-credits scene as well. Look up at a starry sky, tilt down to the moon's surface, dead silence, and then radio chatter in Russian. Pointing, subtitles say what they're saying. It's up ahead. Just a bit further. And then I'm picking up something. Radar signal. There's another group. And then the person alongside the one talking explodes in a shower of red. They raise up fancy space rifles, look down scopes. One of them screams like, "Contacts!" and they start shooting. There's an explosion just a few meters away to the side. And a red and white striped cape with star-spangled banner flutters as Major Victory comes into a superhero landed in front of him and laser eyes him into several pieces. Turns around and looks down into the center of the crater where Lily found the secret prison. Looks back up at Earth and the Pacific Ocean. The end. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.